Takumi, it ain't no time to be depressed. We got shit to do. I don't feel like getting up. Nozomi said Surai's been fixed now. I sure as heck don't want to talk to him. Well, I don't want to either, but hey. Hello people, we're back with some more hundredline. What happened last episode? Well, we fed Eva to Shoma, and now Shoma has remembered. He told us that everything was fake. Everything. Our memories. Everything. Apparently we arrived? Hey bro, we're clones of Shion. Our memories are fake. But actually, Kurua in some way is not really that fake because she... Hey, some weird shit, alright? We ended the episode with Nozomi having her memories unlocked by Surei and revealing to us that she had been running around the hospital talking to Takumi in his incubator. And that may be why Kurua exists. I can guarantee I wouldn't end up breaking him all over again. Damn! I decided to spend the day just spacing out, not doing or thinking anything. But for some reason, my mind kept coming back to what Nozomi had told me. If it had given me a warm feeling in my chest that still hadn't gone away. I really had met Nozomi Kirifuji before. That was the one shred of truth amongst all of the lies. Even though I didn't remember it myself, she was still carved into my consciousness. And those details had created her. Kurua Kashimiya, my childhood friend, who never really existed. A girl who meant the world to me, but was just part of some fictional backstory. I have a question though, what about... Okay, hold up. Kurua, when she was a child, had a problem. Past the accident with her father, her scar, it's actually the fact that she got lost very easily. But that disappeared when she grew up, right? So how'd she explain that? Those memories may have been fake, but the ones that formed the base for them were real. My brain had embellished those details and combined them with the ones of the friend in my manufactured memories. Those two factors together were what created Kurua. Oh, I can't read, bro. Thinking about it like that, maybe Nozomi had a point. If even one thing was true, then maybe... Yup. I got into my feet out of habit, but now I stopped short. Why should I care if the enemy attacks now? Why should I care if the residential complex is destroyed? The people I thought I cared about don't even exist. Why should I even care about what happens to humanity? I don't have a single reason to protect the school anymore. The Futurans will break down the barrier, get inside the school, and destroy everything. Yeah, I guess they are Futurans. The invaders, I guess. Well, whatever. Well, what difference does it make? After everything humanity's done, why should we lift a finger to help them? I'll die too, but so what? At least it'll all be over then. All the years of my life that were a complete lie, and the 70 days that were real. Have you forgotten about the 100 last? It'll all come to an end here. Who's gonna bust the door?
Minna, tasukete.
Oh.
言い訳も弁明もしないよ。
Yeah?
君たちにしたことが許されるべきことじゃないのは分かっている。けど、この学園が敵の手に落ちたら、人類が滅亡しちゃうのは事実なんだ。
They shouldn't be saying that.
どうでもいい話かもしれない。人類なんて滅んだっていいかもしれない。でも、ひどい人ばかりだと思わないでほしい。大半は何の罪もない平和を望む人たちなんだ。許してくれとは言わない。ただなんとか彼らを助けてあげてほしい。今はのぞみちゃんが一人で戦ってるけど、
Right, she said that she was going to protect us. Wait, what? Nozomi's fighting all alone? I slumped back into bed, but that had me sitting up again. Of course. Unlike the rest of us, she's human. She actually has a reason to protect them. No, you goofball. She said she was going to protect you. I'm sorry, Nozomi. I can't help you this time. Those are your people on the satellite, not mine. Ah, that is such... this is the way of thinking I despise. I've got nothing to protect. No one to fight for. Rather, you've been fighting for her all this time. Oh, that's kinda cruel.
頼むよみんな。人類を見捨てないであげて。のぞみちゃんを見捨てないであげて。
Are we gonna have to play that battle? That'd be crazy. Ah, yes! Please! Yes! 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 Alright. Yes. Hold up. How do we do this? She has 8 HP. 4 AP is not gonna cut it, bro. And her abilities are not upped. I didn't do shit. Hey, Brody, at this point, there ain't much we can do. Hey, is there really anything to say? Other than, please, someone help her. This is actually doable, hold up. Not gonna be able to get the last little, or are we? We get 1 AP for this? Hold up, there's 3 weaves, I just saw that. You know, I think it's the 63 and 72. They're both empty attacks. Yes, attacks that I like to call empty because there are no commanders at the end. But usually it's only 2 waves. So why is there 3? Why is there 3 right there on this? I can't speak. How are you holding up, Fuji? I'm
さっき校内放送でみんなに呼びかけたけどやっぱり反応ないみたいで最悪の展開だよまさか本館のいない間に彼らの出自が明らかになっちゃうとはね
もうみんなが戦う必要はないよあんなひどいことをした人たちを守る必要はない私にはまだ守りたいものがあるだから最後まで戦うよ
Okay, but who are those people? Like what I understood from what you said on the roof, those people are the people from the school. You said, I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna protect you guys, right? I'm gonna protect y'all.
命に変えても絶対に守ってみせる
We're also supposed to hear the voices.
すごい数ださすがにこの数を一人で相手にするのは
私は
He did not say that.
何があろうと絶対に諦めない
I'm pretty sure he said that's
すごい数だ
yeah, that's an amazing number of enemies.
この数を一人で相手にするのは
And as expected, are you rather he's saying like yeah, you can't take them all on. Something like that. He didn't say amazing. I never expect you to hold yourself against this many. Unless I'm damn. Unless I'm mistaken, of course.
私が守ってみせるそれがみんなのためにできる唯一のことだから
Damn. It's the only thing I can do for them, she said.
頑張ってのぞみちゃん。今人類を守れるのは君だけなんだ。君が人類を守るんだ。
違うよ。私が守りたいのは人類じゃない。私が守りたいのはここで一緒
Didn't
に
say
過ごした
shut
みん
up.
なのことだよ。
She said you're wrong,
私は
but I like it. I actually like the fact she said
この学
shut
園で
up.
仲間になれてよかったって思ってる。みんなから見たら私も憎い人類の一人だろうけど、私にとってみんなは大切な仲間たちなの。たった70日間を過ごしただけだけど、一緒に戦って仲間の死を乗り越えてきた大切な仲間たちなの。だから私はみんなを守るために戦う。みんなには幸せになってほしいから。こんなところで絶対に死なせない。
I was on her ass last episode at the end. Come on, man. The plot made it very sus. I'll be honest. But I think I got swept up in it. And I forgot who Nozomi is originally. And yeah, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. Nozomi. Can I really do this? Can I leave her to fight all on her own? At this rate, it'll just end up like before. She'll fall in battle and die, all for nothing. Stopping that from happening is the whole reason I came back in time, isn't it? Kurua. There's no such person as Kurua Kashimiya. But there is one called... no, not the even so. No, that's actually my weak point. I'm glad that she was a part of my life. Even if the memories are fake, the way they made me feel is real. If Nozomi hadn't snuck in and found me that day, Kurua would never have been Kurua would have been someone completely different. I think I must have been happy when Nozomi found me. Happy that she came and talked to me. Maybe that's why Kurua always meant so much to me. Those peaceful days we spent together, even if they were all made up. Those memories are still precious to me. But that's the thing though. You're the only one with an attachment, I guess, to those memories?
スミノ君、どうして？
Or rather, you're able to stand here because of the attachment you have to, well, Kurua or Nozomi, right? The others, why would they stand up and fight, right? For Nozomi too as well, but not for the same, I guess, yes, I guess for the same reason as you for Nozomi, for their friend. But yours is, on another level, right?
前からずっと変わってない。俺がここで戦う理由は君を守るためだ。もう一つの理由は君と一緒だ。俺は
Even
こ
Naito?
の学園のみんなを守りたい。
Yes?
あ
No?
いつらは俺の仲間なんだ。今の俺にとってあいつらこそが大切な存在なんだ。こいつらどこまで増えるんだ。
Brother, you just got
ヒル
here.
シ、大丈夫か？
私だって守ってもらってばっかりってわけにいかないからね。
He just got here and he's already complaining. You,
みんなを守るよ。
you're such a bum, bro.
心強いよ。
二人とも今は人数が少ないから離脱はできない。死なないように気をつけながら戦って。
Skip this battle. I'm sure. But the others are here.
おこちゃん。
Oh, the other sides.
待たせたわね、のぞみちゃん。遅くなってごめりんこ。プロレスラーが落ち込んでる姿を見せてはならないってプロレスの教科書に書いてあったから、気持ちが落ち着くまでスクワットしてたの。おかげでたぎってるわよ。 道がなければ作ればいいのよね。
静原も来てくれたんだな。
まあちょうどいい休憩になったわ。それに憂さ晴らしに連中の臓物を見たいと思ってた。せいぜい
Not
足を
too
引っ
much
張らないよ
information.
うに頑張りなさい。
ああ、心強いよ。
It's so
お前たちも来てくれたのか。
やっぱじっとしてるのは性に合わねえ。頭を使うのも性に合わねえ。考えんのはもうやめだ。敵はぶっ殺す、仲間は助ける。それが俺のどえれえ生き様だ。
まったく私の嫌いな家業も作られた。やりたい気持ちもやりたい相手も作られたもの。
Sit down, y'all, cause
自分が空っぽになった気
it's taking a bit too much time.
何もかもが虚しくて珍しく暴れたい気分なんだ。誰でもいいからやりまくりたい気分だよ。
Damn.
僕も戦います。困ったのは僕の記憶が原因ですし、それに僕も皆さんのことが好きなんです。クソ肝虫に優しくしてくれる皆さんのことが。
He said I love you all.
どうして戦う必要なんてもうないのに。やっぱりみんなを放っておけないじゃん。この気持ちも操られてるだけかもしれないけど、自分だけ引きこもってるわけにはいかないよ。私もみんなのために戦う。
あいつらがいねえなんて俺は未だに信じられねえ。まだ
They made him
頭
miserable
の
on
中で聞
purpose,
こえて
bro.
んだよ。家族のみんなが
Oh, damn.
俺を応援してくれて
Oh
る
no,
声
I'm
がよ。
sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry, bro.
放っておけねえんだよ。
自分のことはどうでもいいけど、ただみんなを守れるなら
Are
守
you
り
guys
た
gonna
い。
ask the question?
幻だとしても
Like,
自分の世界を広げて
are you guys
くれ
really
たのは
twins or no?
ここにいるみんなだから。
洗脳だろうとなんだろうと宇宙一大事な妹ちゃんがそばにいるのは確かなんだ。だったらそれを守るだけっす。
みんなで戦おう。ここにいるみんなを守るために、ここで死んでたまるか。みんなで生き残るためにもう一度戦うぞ。
But there's fireworks. 3 hours and 30. Hello? Let me finish my shit, bro.
司令がなかなか学力と渡してくれなくてさ。
No, bro, you shouldn't be here. But anyway, there's fireworks. 3 hours and 30 minutes before New Year's. I don't know what they're playing at, but what are you playing at?
青月、お前まで来たのか。
Oh, I want to fight too.
そんな醜い顔で警戒しないでよ。僕らは同じ人類を憎む仲間同士じゃないか。
Type shit.
あなたと一緒にしないでよ。
Oh.
っていうか共闘するふりして自分らを騙して襲う気じゃ
I
ない
mean, at this point, we have a common enemy, no?
君たちは相変わらず直視できないほど醜くて吐き気を催すほど不快だけど、でも僕は今
Yeah.
不思議と君たちのことをって今はのんきに自分語りをしている場合じゃないね。相変わらず空気が読めなくてごめんね。
いい？裏切ったら誤爆じゃ許さないんだから。あんたの顎にスタナーをお見舞いするわよ。
大丈夫だよ、任せて。長い間檻の中にいた。
I kinda. No. Why are you so cool?
ありがとう。
Acting like nothing ever happened.
そしてごめん。さあここから反撃。
No, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
終わったのか。いい加減あの声は聞き飽きたぜ。
Oh, okay.
なんだよクソ。
So there were voices on
あれを見た。
Wave 3. Oh, the classic. A holographic projector suddenly appeared right in front of us. Prediction, shape, witness.
野蛮な侵略者
Yeah, we've been through this.
愚かな妹がいないようだが
Breakfast.
あいつを
Maybe.
痛い気持ちは同じでしょ。だったら戦いをやめることはできない。
That's the wrong person,
共
bro.
存することはできないの。
No, no.
この星にいる人たちだって平和を望んでいるはずだよね。
I want the smoke.
戦争なんて望んで
I
ないよ
want
ね。
the smoke.
侵略者の分際でくだらないことを言うな。フトゥールムの民が貴様らのせいでどれだけの犠牲を払ったと思っている。
No, no, but actually we're.
どれだけの苦痛を味わったと思っている。
We're not that human
貴様らを
actually.
皆殺しにするまで我らの安息は得られない。
No, no, come on, give us a
この
break.
星の民は最後の一人になっても戦い抜くぞ。
和平の余地はなさそうっすね。
悪は悪らしく振る舞えばいい。それでこそ私も心置きなく楽しめる。
楽しむ。
ああ、私はこの戦争が心から楽しいんだ。悪の侵
I think
略
the
者を
dialogues are a
駆
bit
逐す
different
る
than
この
usual.
戦争
I
が
do not remember her being
美しくて
like this. Like I
平和
said,
なんて退屈でつまらないだろう。
I want the smoke.
昨日と変わらない普通の一日に何の価値がある。
That's a level above the
取引
smoke.
を断るなら共存もっともっと
Ah,
悪
hold
ら
on,
しく
this is kinda cool.
殺しまくるんだ。
Be the villains you were born to be. Damn. There's more?
それまで貴様らをのんびり待たせておく。
Don't you?
ちょっ
or
とした
what?
余興を用意してやったぞ。
Returning to the school after the battle, we were greeted by a sickeningly cheerful voice. Hello, Saray! This dude did not. Monokuma! This dude did not just say, "Wow, it's yours, everyone! You were great out there! You sure showed those invaders who's boss!"
万歳
2, 4, 6.
万歳
Alright, you get a pass for that. You get a pass. From me, not from them. So, I don't know how to say this, but
本当にごめんなさい
type shit. Don't bother. It's a little late for apologies at this point. You don't understand. I say this not as your commanding officer, but as the representative of the will of humanity. Everyone truly regrets what we've done to you. Damn. Just tell us why. Why did you have to go this far? It's the only way. We needed your power. Cryptoglobin can only be fought with Cryptoglobin. Without you, this war would have been over before it began. So, you went ahead and created us as living weapons. What a rotten way to do things. If I hadn't remembered on my own, you'd have to have kept us in the dark to the very end, wouldn't you? How could you be so cruel? Sorry. Yeah, but what about Eito? I feel like he should be the one crashing out the most. Really. To be fair, we might have been happier and never known the truth. If I could go back and do things again, I probably would have chosen to stay in the dark. Now that you're back, Saray, we have a lot to discuss. There's still some things we need to clear up. As Hiruko spoke, I felt a presence by my side that I hadn't felt in a while. Shion! Do you mind if I join you? I also have some questions. Shion. Alright. I'll tell you anything you want to know. No more holding back. No more secrets. That is the will of humanity. How does the will of humanity even work? Like, are they up there voting and shit? Or, yeah, how does that work? Oh my god, let me talk to the people. Let's start with the basics. Is what Shoma remembered about our origins the truth? I'm sorry, but yes, it's all true. I was afraid of that. We really are just lab-grown living weapons. And all of our memories are made up. No matter how many times I hear it, it's still so hard to accept. It's a shock, alright. Kind of makes you want to give up on life. Except we can't die even if we wanted to. That's true. Oh, how have they developed the revival-matic? Because if we can do that, technically I guess the Futurans can? Or it's exclusive to us? Maybe it's something like they have our genetic sequence incomplete, right? And they just create clones of us? And they just keep the data between the bodies? No. Because you take a body part, you throw in the revival-matic and it comes back. It doesn't create another. Maybe just parts? Who knows? I'd like to go through the whole thing from the beginning so we're all clear on the details. Well, your questions until I'm done, alright? So Ray's story more or less lined up exactly with what Shoma had told us. We were all clones. Artificial humans created at Kamukura General Hospital. We were made from Shion's DNA, and as such, on a genetic level, we were no different from any other Futurans. Really? Does it go both ways? Does that mean that Futurans are the same as us? Or we are like Futurans, but with a bit of a quirkiness? So we weren't really human at all. We're like artificial Futurans. Among the people in charge of this project, some voiced concerns about how we could prove just as much a threat as the Futuran commanders. So to prevent us from turning on humanity, they decided to brainwash us. We were given new memories and new identities as Earthlings. Of course, some protested that this was inhumane, but with humanity's future at stake, they were left with little other choice. This resulted in the project being carried out in utmost secrecy. We spent our whole lives on the very edge of consciousness, shut away in our biological cultivation capsules. Inside those pods, we dreamed of our lives as Earthlings, as dictated by the memories implanted into us. Alright, were those memories random, or they were chosen for us? Because if they were chosen for us, you are evil. You are so evil. A normal family, a foster home, a rich family, a family of assassins. Each of us was fed a different backstory, completely distinct from the others. What about an abusive family? Part of that was to mask our true origins, but it was also to ensure we had a greater variety of viewpoints and could adapt to different situations. How is the Rumi's viewpoint going to help any of us? Ignorant of the truth, we continued to grow and to dream. When the time came for us to leave, we were launched from the artificial satellite to the surface of Future. Then we awoke and began our mission, along with Saray, our robotic handler, and Shion, our genetic parent. That's about the size of it. Any questions? The bombs in us, and the fact that we're revived whenever we die. Were they necessary to save humanity as well? To make this mission a success? The bombs were just a contingency plan in case of emergencies. The automatic revival was deemed indispensable. Most cryptoglobin users can only be harmed with cryptoglobin, but you guys are different. You can take damage from conventional sources too, just like regular humans. Something must have gone when we were making you. But thanks to that, we discovered how properly simulating your cryptoglobin could reverse even fatal damage. Okay, that's the point of the revival-matic. That's what led to the invention of the revival-matic.
No.
And that meant you could make us fight over and over again. We really are just weapons to you. Seriously, why'd you have to take it so far? And I'm surprised at this level of selfish cruelty. Is there nothing humanity won't stoop to? Guys, I want to smash this guy up again. I know that what we did to you was unforgivable, but mankind's future was at stake, and we were running out of time. The artificial satellite's resources were already dangerously low. Pretty soon it'll be all nothing. It'll be nothing but a lifeless husk, floating through space forevermore. Humanity needs a new home. We had no choice but to entrust that mission to you. Entrust? That makes it sound so noble, but really, you just used us. Fair point, but the important thing is, you aren't just convenient to us, you are essential. You still have the potential to be humanity's saviors. We're still spinning all our hopes on you.
やめろ。何が希望だ。そんな言葉で俺たちが納得すると思ってるのかよ。その言葉も人類の総意だっていうのか。シミュレーションで作られた言葉なんかもう聞きたくない。
Actually, this apology isn't a simulation. It comes straight from up there?
どうかこれを聞いてほしい。
Oh, they're watching us on TV. Why is there a little jit? You telling me the little jit's vote was actually valid? You telling me that this little jit could have voted for Trump? Oh no.
すまない。君たちにこんなことを押し付けてしまって。
ごめんね、お兄ちゃん。
Man, fuck you, little jit.
何？この人たち何なの？
Yo, there are fans. So they should be. Yeah, hold up. Before I say some dumb shit. I told you before how I've been programmed with the thought patterns of all mankind so I can make the best choices for humanity. Given everything that's happened, I ran a new simulation and arrived at a different conclusion than before. That was to tell the regular citizens on the artificial satellite the truth. You have that. Yeah. You have that authority? You have the authority to do that?
東京団地にいる全人類に全ての真実を伝えたい。この戦争がどうして起こったのか、この戦争に勝たなければどうなるのか、そしてそのために戦っている君たちのこともね。
No, but that's kind of low. That's kind of low. And let me explain why. Because so far we had no contact with the satellites, all right? And now we do. And what they were doing, they were apologizing for something that technically they haven't done, right? So they're not guilty of anything. Technically, there's some kind of responsibility for the whole race, but what did the little jit do, right? Right? So I feel like this is low because now you're showing us that there's actually people up there and people that are counting on us. And even though they're not the people we care about, are you guys really gonna let all these people die? Even though like they've apologized to you? It may feel hypocritical from their point of view, from the team's point of view. But like, I don't know, man, I don't know.
もちろん君たちの出自についても全ての真実を包み隠さず全人類に伝えたよ。
まだ若いのに本当にすまないね。
君たちに恨まれても仕方ない。でも今は君たちに頼るしかないんだ。
お願い、私はどうなってもいいの。子供たちを助けてあげて。
信じらんないよ。私と同じくらいの年の子が戦わされてたなんて。
俺はまだ知りたくねえよ。頼む、頑張ってくれ。
But that's the thing. Like, I don't want to say that this is a dilemma, but we're back to square one. We're gonna have to fight to save ourselves and humanity. And to do that, we're gonna have to kill the Futurans. We're gonna have to kill technically innocent people, right? And we're gonna have Shion blow himself up. So even though we don't consider him our parent, he technically still is. So to accept, I guess, this request, this apology would mean throwing your humanity away. Well, not that they were human in the first place, but you know what I mean. Who?
あなたたちに頼るしかないみたいなの。あなたたちが負けたらみんな死んじゃうんだって。
ここまでする必要があるのかの。
Thank you, I was about to say.
人類は滅びた方がマシかもしれん。
No one's gonna take the responsibility, or rather, yeah, take the responsibility. No one's gonna say, I'm sorry, y'all. Maybe not fight for us, or rather, don't outright say fight for us, but just, I'm sorry, y'all type shit. You don't have to do it for us. I'm just sorry.
お願い頑張って。私は応援することしかできないけど。
頼む勝ってくれ。子供がまだ生まれたばかりなんだ。
I know Eito is crashing the fuck out.
頑張って絶対勝ってね。もうやめて。
Yep. She's gonna say stop. I don't want my friends to fight for y'all. I don't want them to throw away their lives. Some more. Nozomi's voice cut through all the others, echoing throughout the war room. Turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn that TV off. Turn that TV off. Ray nodded, and his eyes flashed red. You didn't have to do that. The next moment, the monitors all flickered off. This is too cruel. Isn't it enough that you kept the truth from them for so long? Now you want them to keep fighting for you? This is totally unreasonable.
他の人たちは何を犠牲にしたの？戦ってるみんなに犠牲を押し付けてるだけでしょ。
Nozomi. Our mission is cruel and inhumane. I admit, we're undoubtedly the villains in this war. Humanity still wants to live. Just like any other creature, their first instinct is to survive. It's my duty to facilitate that, to save as many of them as possible. Even if it means sacrificing us, not to mention all the innocent people on this planet. It's the only way to remake Future as a second Earth, and give humanity a brighter future. This war, in your power, is our only hope. We have no other choice but to rely on you. I wanna go. Can we? Hold up. Just like any other creature, their first instinct is to survive. I hate the gi. Sincerely, I hate the gi. However, there's one point I really liked about it. I think at some point, a gi queen was like, "You'll have to forgive me for that. I just want to live," type shit. And I was like, yo, hold up, this is extremely surprising. I was not expecting something good out of the gi. Because technically, this war has been just survival of the fittest, I guess? Like, it doesn't matter who's right or wrong from a certain point of view. It's just people trying to survive. And when you add the gi on top of that, it really makes like this point shine, I guess, or you really see it. Because most of the time, we're in the dark, we don't have the truth about that. But this specific point that the gi talked about, feels like it shines a spotlight on a very interesting issue, or just a very interesting information that we have not talked about yet. But now, of course, we do, and we have been for a decent amount of time. You vile, bro. You vile. But this is good. It just means that as a whole, Surrey will not get redeemed. Right? So, I will ask you once more. Not proud of what we've done. The way we've treated you is truly unforgivable.
でもどうか人類を助けてあげてくれない？人類のみんなを見捨てないでほしい。
I get what you're saying, but still. Is humanity even worth saving? Why should we trade the lives of everyone on this planet for theirs? You're actually thinking about the futurans. It's a little hard to ignore them now that we've technically seen them, though. We've seen them, and we've even talked to them, because before we could not understand them. Either way, we're going to have to keep fighting. Veshness will come after us no matter what we do. Can't you at least call off the final attack? Killing all the futurans is going too far. Remember what Veshness said. Every last one of them will fight us to the bitter end. So long as any of them survive, this war will continue. Kill or be killed. Massacre or face extinction. Death would have been so much easier compared to living with these choices. Choices, huh? What if at the end of second scenario we have two choices? One for humanity and the other for the futurans. I like it. I really like it. If we are going to keep fighting, there's something else I need to know. What happens to Shion? There is an escape pod to take all of us back to the satellite on day 100. But not for Shion, right? He has to stay here. He has the power. He has to power the final assault. My eyes. My eyes! Why'd you do that? Oh shit. He's fading away. Ooh. Ooh, something's wrong. I can't keep my body together. Shion began to fade away, a troubled look on his face the whole time. Is it because of his emotions? Or it's some bullshit like the thing we had, I think it was in Mystery or Killing Game? You know stuff about I forgot what it's called. The Himo and Nima Rift and the whole dark aura, whatever it's called. Before we knew it, it completely vanished. Shion! Hey, what gives? What did you do to him? Nothing. I don't know. This has never happened before. I guess because he's never had to deal with such confusing feelings. This could have an adverse effect on the final assault. I should go check on him. Let's call it a day here, everyone. We'll pick up the discussion in the defense room tomorrow. It'll be easier for Shion to join that way. With those last few parting words, Surrey hurried away, leaving us standing there alone. Pick up the discussion. Is there even anything left to discuss? Perhaps he's expecting a definite answer on what we plan to do from here on. And whether we carry on or decide to quit, it's still going to be a living hell for all of us. Damn it! What are we supposed to do? Man, I wish Kurara was here. As much as she is truly annoying, she's someone that she how can I say this? She's someone to voice her opinion really loud. And I would have loved to hear hers. To have heard hers. Oh, this stress is going to wreak havoc on my skin. Shut up. I think it's best if we take a break now. I'm pretty tired. This was my first battle in quite a while. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you go back to your cage. What the Well, let me sleep in my room, man. Yes, you can sleep in his room, yes. Of course, I was just about to suggest that myself. Can we all sleep in your room? Alright, let's rest up and talk some more. Tomorrow, I mean. Exhausted from the day's activity, we left the war room and went back to our rooms. Yo, hold up, wasn't day 72 the day Ima died in Route Zero? I don't know, I'm just saying some shit, but I just had to say. Dawn was still a ways off, but I knew I wouldn't be falling asleep again anytime soon. Now that I was awake, I didn't much feel like sitting around in my room. I decided to get some fresh air and stepped outside. We're gonna see Nozomi again. Ooh. The sky was always darkest before dawn. But I heard that somewhere, or was it something I noticed after I got here? The way the sky looked at that moment was a perfect mirror of my mood. And even darker against the... And even darker against the dark sky, a familiar shape was orbiting the planet.
あそこに人が住んでるなんて想像できないよね。
I noticed something in the corner of my eye, and I realized I wasn't alone. You couldn't sleep either. No. Same for you, Nozomi? Yeah, there's just so much to think about. I wonder what the real Earth was like, back when humanity still lived on its surface. I was about to say much like here, but there's nothing here, bro. There's nothing. Not sure. They told us that Earth had a will of its own, and that it shows that... Damn, I can't speak, and that it shows death when humanity's abuse became too much for it. I guess in some sense, real death does exist. But it's more like... whatever. I wonder if this planet has its own consciousness too. Could it be their god? Could the god they worship be this planet's consciousness? It wouldn't be all that strange if it did, I guess. There's a chance humanity might make the same mistake here then. Our selfishness could lead this planet to destruction, just like it did for Earth. I don't think you guys need to fight for humanity's sake anymore. All I want is for you to live for yourselves, and for you to be happy. Live for ourselves. It's a nice idea, but I barely know what kind of life we can expect to live anymore. How about you, Nozomi? Are you going to keep fighting to protect humanity? Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I don't want all of you to have to bear that burden. Just so long as you don't try to fight on your own again. I want you to be happy too, you know? Fool me. Oh, look! The sky's starting to get brighter. I followed Nozomi's gaze to where a pale light had started to spill over the horizon. Ooh, it's pretty!
朝日か。太陽が昇るところなんて初めて見たな。
70日以上ここで暮らして初めてなの？しかも2週目なのに？
ああ、そんな考えすら頭に浮かんだことなかったよ。東京団地だと昼間になると明るくなるだけだったし。って本当の東京団地はどうか知らないけど。
私の知ってる東京団地もそうだった。だから同じだと思うよ。
だけど本当の夜明けっていうのはこんな風に明るくなるんだな。あの人工天体にいる人類は誰もこの夜明けを見たことがないんだよな。
You want him to see it?
もったいないよね。こんなに涙が出そうなくらい綺麗なのに。
Nozomi and I stayed there a little while longer, watching the sun climb higher in the sky and light up the whole world around us. And we headed to the defense room to meet the others. Time set! Everyone was gathered outside the defense room door, like we'd agreed on the day before. Alright, looks like everyone's here. And we're just waiting on Sarai. Is he dead again? Oh my god, why are you here too? Get back in your cage! You want to exclude me from something this important? I have a right to hear about this too, you know? Oh, hello? Hey, everyone. Sorry to make you wait. How's Shion? I think he'll be alright, but his brainwaves are looking very irregular. Yesterday's conversation put a lot of stress on him. Some physical, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress. I wonder what Shion is going through right now. It's not like before when he could accept his death as an inevitable price to pay for this mission's success. Now he knows where he came from, and that he's being used to massacre his own people. That can be easy for him to deal with. Let's continue yesterday's discussion. What are we going to do from here? Humanity has treated Kaku like a weapon, a mere object. I can't say I like the idea of fighting for their sake. But if we don't fight, Vishnu will kill us all.
No.
Couldn't we just run away? There's gotta be somewhere on this planet we can settle down. And spend the rest of our lives looking over our shoulders? Nah, man. That ain't for me. I doubt Vishnu would let us go that easily either. She wants her power, and she's not afraid to kill anyone who gets in her way. Yeah, gets in her way. So we're back to fighting being the only way we can survive. But it also means killing all the innocent people on this planet. I don't think I can accept that. You accept being... What? Can you accept everyone on the artificial satellite dying instead? Remember all the people we saw in that transmission yesterday. You wanna fight for them? I know. This dumbass, goofy ass lady, she got some hero syndrome. Is that why you're saying that? We know that she has this I guess hero syndrome again because of, you know, you've been spending 40 years playing with the Lakers, playing this game over and over again, right? And we also know the story of her appearance. That's something we learned in her bonding events, her free time events. But her parents, they like to help people, and she's like, I don't like that aspect, that side of my parents. Except she does the exact same thing. That dumbass hypocritical lady. Did not say another word. Hiruko. If you do save humanity, you'll be heroes. There's no doubt about that. Heroes, huh? Just like the commanders. You'll be able to live out the rest of your lives in happiness. Stay out of this. We're trying to think. Survival means turning our back on this planet's people and letting them all die. I think I'd rather go back to the satellite right now and massacre humanity myself. You'll be quiet too. Oh my god, bro. These two. Incredible. Incredible. And if we do keep fighting, Shion will die once we get to the 100th day, right? I don't want to have to sacrifice him. He deserves to be happy too. Oh, what? Wait, what? He's going to die either way. What do you mean? When Shion finishes producing enough undying flames on day 100, the school will automatically shift into attack mode. Then, the final assault to wipe out the remaining life on this planet will begin. There's only one way to stop it. That's to deactivate the machine Shion's physical body stored in, which is also what's keeping him alive. This is Omega Cap, because in the other routes, we've technically saved him multiple times. He can survive outside of it. If that machine didn't constantly absorb his power, he'd be consumed by his own flames. Okay, yo. No, I think I understand a bit. I think in the other timelines, what we did was just deactivate the bomb. Alright? And not the whole machine, which is why we've been able to take him out of, well, the machine again. So, Shion will die no matter what we do? Don't worry about me. Shion, you heard all that? It's alright. I've always known that I wasn't going to live for very long. It feels like I've been on borrowed time up until now. But you guys aren't like me. You can have a future beyond this war. I don't know what kind of future a bunch of fakes like us gonna have.
確かに君たちの過去は変えられない。でも君たちは未来を変えられるじゃないか。それが生きるってことだ。君たちはまだ生きることができる。だからみんなはもっと生きてくれ。僕の
Don't start acting like a parent for us.
生きてくれ。それが僕の願い。
Hey, if you're gonna do that, I hope you're prepared for us to call you Daddy. Tsubasa desperately tried to reach out to Shion, but he was already gone. He doesn't have much time left, and dying flames are eating away at his body, little by little. His own power is too much for him. It's too much for any one person to bear. No. So this is kind of forcing us to fight, huh? Where does that leave us? Has anyone come to a decision? Nobody answered. How could we decide what to do in this situation? I think we're going to need some more time. We can't just vote on a course of action and call it a day. We need to really think about it and come to a decision. A decision that everyone will be satisfied with. Including Shion, of course. He'll need to rest up for at least 4 days before he can make another avatar. Okay, what do you say we talk again in 3 days' time? That's okay with me, but if the enemy attacks before then, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or burn it, whatever works. I see. I guess that's fair. Alright, this should do it for today then. Type shit, on 76? Should be no attack on 76, right? We all headed back to our rooms, each of us struggling with the same dilemma in our own different ways. On our 100th day here. Again, I can't read and I want to smash my desk for not being able to read. The school will go into attack mode and begin the final assault. The undying flames will raise every living thing left on the planet, including Shion. But if we try to stop it before then, Shion will still die. Seems like there's just no way for us to save him. What should we do? Couldn't work up the energy to do anything else, so I spent the rest of the day in my room. Outside, the light faded, and the clock ticked interminably forward, leaving me alone with my thoughts. I have a question. There's still some routes left before we actually get to the end of 00. So, what are gonna be the choices? I feel like one of the choices that's gonna come up is like, fight your humanity or not? Type shit. Then how's that gonna work? Because I think we're still gonna have to defeat Veshness. So what should we do? I needed to talk to someone. It didn't matter who. I just needed to get out of my own head for a little while. Guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. Unsurprisingly, the mood in the cafeteria was somber. It was almost completely deserted. Is nobody else coming today? Some of them came by earlier, but they took their food back to their rooms. It was pretty obvious they wanted to be alone. Shouldn't we be more open and discuss things more? I mean, we're basically family. That's the weird thing about this situation. How could I possibly be related to that ragtag collection of freaks and misfits? I'm pretty sure they fit the same value. And I just came up with a new dish too. I added pastel pink paint. Oh, I already have a headache, bro. Not even using edible ingredients anymore. This time, we're all having a say in what we do. We're not just pushing the decision onto Takumi like we have in the past. I think everyone's going to need time to come to terms with with that and what it means for them. I wish there was a way for us to resolve this without fighting. I don't think that's going to happen while Veshness is around, or even without her for that matter. The Futurans all hate us vile invaders after all. It's only natural after what humanity has done to their home. I think we'll just have to keep fighting until one side is finally wiped out. It's a tough decision. I'm still not any closer to an answer myself. Oh, I forgot about that. Come to think of it, it's the same with me. I can barely get my thoughts together. In all the confusion from these big revelations, I've kind of lost sight of myself. I have a question, bro. How does this dude get out of his cage every morning? Does he have the key to it? Does he just lock himself up at night? There were a few more people in the cafeteria today than before. Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? What the hell are you doing here, Eito? What am I doing here? Is that the thanks I get for making the effort to endure your odious company? Nobody asks you to be here. You're a real strange one, Eito. Hard to believe we're both made from the same genes. You know what? You're kinda right. I know, right? We're all so different. No one would think he came from the same stable, let alone the same family. Apparently they fed us all kinds of different scenarios that the units... So the DSU would have more variety. They really took it to extremes though. Couldn't they have made some of us a little more normal? You want to talk. Even if those backstories were constructed for us, it doesn't mean we're not our own people. It's like how kids don't always turn out the way their parents expect them to. You can't control every aspect of a person's life. And we are alive. Yeah, you're right. Apart from our Apart from our memories, we're just like regular humans. Or regular futurans. If you can even call us humans. I mean, we're clones of Shion and he's a futuran. I don't see that there's any real difference between the two species. Do you see them the same? Yeah, I mean, your disorder. I mean, it turns out none of you are human after all. But you still look just as hideous to me. Huh. What's your point? Humans disgust me, and knowing that you're genetically futuran hasn't changed my perception of you. So you're basically all So you basically are all human. You look, sound, and smell as repulsive. I can't read. You look, sound, and smell as repulsive as anyone from Earth would. Otsuki's peculiar perception isn't a quirk of his so much as a glitch in his programming. I think something must have gone wrong when he was having his memories fed into his brain. As a result, instead of growing up with a strong attachment to humanity, he developed a deep hatred for them instead. Or perhaps that glitch is a bug planted by the insurgents in this operation. The what? So, defective goods then. But the defect helped. But that defect helped show me humanity's true race. Maybe I'm the only real success among all of you. Sure, that makes sense. Not. All of that doesn't change the fact that we all share the same blood. We're all brothers and sisters. We're family. Brothers and sisters. Family. That connection is the one thing that's real, not a part of some fictional backstory. We had to take care of each other. You and me. Family. What an absolutely nauseating idea. For once, I agree with you. Our connection to Shion and each other. That's real. Everything we thought we knew is a lie. Except for that. We're not just allies. We're family. That's so weird. That doesn't mean I'm totally ready to accept it yet, though. Our breakfast over. No, but I have a question. I don't think there is any ending that shows reproduction within the unit. So excluding the Eva stuff. Remember, we have the same genes. If there is an ending like Danganronpa 1's bad ending, where Hina has given birth to three boys, if I remember correctly. This cannot work here. No, it cannot. Over breakfast, I managed to make a little conversation with everyone. Everyone except Eito, that is. After a while, we left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms. Damn, I'm kind of feeling bad for Eito. There were only 3 other people in the cafeteria this morning, and they were all eating in silence. Good morning. Morning. Takemaru acknowledged me with a brief reply, and glared at me for a while before speaking up again. So, you decided on anything yet? No, to be honest, I'm still completely lost. I guess even your experience of the future can tell us what the right thing to do is this time. Huh? I'm going to jump off my building. I don't think there's a right choice here. Whatever we decide to do, we'll still have regrets. Heavy ones, too. That's just a kind of unreasonable position we've been placed in. Right, this war will only end in tragedy either way. I know it sucks, but that's all the more reason we have to make a choice. At times like this, we have to take the future into our own hands. I've been thinking about it the last couple of days, and I'm really not good with all this complicated moral stuff. So I tried to think about what everyone who's died would have done if they were here. You mean Darumi and Kiyoshika and Kurara? We should consider Eva's feelings too. She was one of us too, if only for a while. That probably sounds disrespectful, coming from the one who killed her. I'm gladly slit my throat to it on if I thought it would make any difference. Don't be so hard on yourself. You did what you had to do. Besides, I'm the one who signed off on it. Just wanted to release her from her suffering. Or maybe it's more accurate that I say I couldn't stand to see her like that anymore. Her death is my responsibility. I'll bear it with my own weak, pathetic way. In my own. Anyway, Darumi probably wouldn't care either way. You know how much she loved her killing games. Y'all don't know her like that. Oh, nah. Ooh. Remember earlier I was saying, yo, Eito should be crashing out right now. But no, Darumi, if she was here, she'd kill Sarai. Wait for Tsubasa to fix him. Kill him again. Wait for Tsubasa to fix him, kill him again. Because what she went through is... Oh, it's some high level shit, bro. Ah, poor girl. Kiyoshika, though. She and her sword were devoted to justice. I don't think she'd want to keep fighting a war where the aggressor is far. What about Kurara? I can totally imagine her flying off the handles when she found out the great and powerful Suzuki clan didn't really exist. But then she'd be all, I just have to build it myself. Starting now, and I have to save humanity so I'll have plenty of filthy peasants to rule over. Or whatever. Yeah, sounds about right. 1-4. Oh, 1-4. 1 against. 1 neutral. If they were here now, they'd just be as conflicted as the rest of us. Hey, bro. Yeah. Or just Just as we were sinking into another uncomfortable silence, somebody else arrived. Who are we missing? Let me check. I might just go to chapter select. We missing someone? Nah, I think we've talked to any and everyone. Who could it be? Some more Eito or Sarai? Personally, I was not expecting you, but sure, Shion appeared out of thin air like he always did. But he looked a lot weaker than usual. Everyone, can I talk to you for a minute? Shion, you good? He doesn't look alright to me. I don't have much time. I have to make this quick. I'm sure you all know this, but I'm not going to live for much longer. If I'm going to die anyway, I want my life to mean something. I was raised to be nothing more than a weapon. It didn't matter how I felt, so long as I carried out whatever task was given to me. Whatever task was given me? But now, there's something I want to do. Now, I have a clear purpose. And what's that?
この命を君たちのために使いたいんだ。大切な仲間のために僕の命を使いたい。僕の分まで君たちに幸せになってもらいたい。
This is kind of like coming of age. When we fed Shion to Nozomi.
そうなってくれれば僕の人生にも意味があったことになる気がするんだ。
Shion! So, don't worry about me. Make whatever choice is best for you. Vaishna's would only absorb my cryptoglobin herself, or find some other way to weaponize me. Yo, there's never been an ending where she absorbs the baby. Is there? It's very interesting. I kind of wanna see what will happen to her powers if she did. And then my pyro could be turned against humanity instead. Just this once. I want to have the say in the matter. If I'm going to die, I don't want it to be for people I've never even met before. I want it to be for all of you.
それだけが僕の願いなんだ。
With that, Shion faded away, leaving the four of us alone to ponder his words. This decision feels more important than ever now. Our options are far from ideal, but we still have to make a choice. That's the curse we've been given to bear. That's the second curse. We've heard about this whole game. The first one being the time loop. Curse. I couldn't have put it better myself. I still haven't come to any important conclusions. I have no idea what we should do. Maybe it's like Hiruko said, and there really isn't a right choice. Right or wrong, we'll have to make some kind of choice, and soon. It's the only way for us to take our fate into our own hands. Oh, I just remembered something. There's a 6 bond rank. Can we get them now? They were blocked off for so long. I'm gonna try Shoma real quick. I've read that before, but apparently they get unlocked in like chapter 0, so what we're on right now? Or are we even on chapter 0? Yeah, chapter 0. Chapter 0 or chapter 1? Hold up, where's Shoma? Yo, buddy. I usually just sleep the free times, but are we gonna get something? No, well. Alright, good. Everyone's here. Well then, let me just contact the TRC so humanity can show you their warmest support. Knock it off, man. We don't need to hear all that again. I understood. Sorry. So, have you all made your decision? Are you ready to tell me? I get how you feel, but you need to figure this out. The enemy won't stay quiet forever. Before we get to that, where's Shion? Shion flickered into view, still looking weak and worn out. How are you feeling? Thanks to Sarai, I'm okay. I should be able to last through this conversation at any rate. That's good to hear. Oh, and one more thing before we get to the main event. If you guys decide to abandon humanity, you should probably destroy me. What? But I just finished fixing you. I've told you, haven't I? This mission success is everything to me. If you refuse to fight, I'll use any means necessary to make you change your minds. So you should take me out before I get the chance to. Well, thanks for the warning, I guess. But what about the bombs? Just take him out in one hit like I was going to. He'll still die, but he'll come right back afterwards. Then we just have to bust up the defense room to stop the final assault, right? Yeah, that would save all the people on this planet. But we'd also be leaving everyone on the satellite to die. And Shion would... Don't worry about me. If we do stop the final assault, what then? We'll have to make a new life for ourselves on this planet, of course. I'm sorry. Of course, we'll constantly be on the run from Veshnes and the other Futurans. I spent plenty of time on the run back in the complex. Although, I guess none of that was actually real, was it? Takumi, remember what I told you yesterday? I want you to make the choice that's right for you. Right, I know. For some reason, I found myself thinking about when I first met Shion. In your room? That wasn't even in your room. I had no idea who or what he was back then. I just saw something I didn't understand and was afraid of it. But it was thanks to him that I was able to travel back in time and redo these 100 days of war. It was thanks to him that I was here now. That was true in more ways than one. Shion had saved our lives time and time again. That's why it hurt so much that we couldn't return the favor. No matter what choice we made, there was no saving him. How are we gonna decide this anyway? I'm getting tired of just standing around thinking about it. Discussing it further won't get us anywhere. Our viewpoints are just too different. Even if we can't come up to an unanimous decision, there's still one way you can settle this. Takumi? What's that? We'll leave it up to our team leader. If we all agree to stand by his decision, no one will be able to complain. Me? We can't put all the responsibility onto Takumi again. I don't know. I've thought about it a ton, but I'm pretty sure I can decide anything on my own. I think so too. If it's Takumi, I know I can trust him. Same here. I'm happy to leave the whole abominable business in your hands. What do you think, Takumi? It's fine. I came back to change things, so... To take the future, If you're all okay with it, I'll do the same thing this time as well. Then I'm on board too. I'll follow your lead. You're sure about that, Nozomi? And like the rest of us, you're an actual Earthling human. I'm also part of this team. Whatever you choose, I'll stand by you until the very end. We're all agreed then. You got this, Takumi.
ただ、最後にこれだけは覚えておいてほしい。確かに、君たちの地球人としての記憶はすべて幻想だ。でも、君たちの記憶の中にいた東京団地の人々は、実際の東京団地と変わらない善良な人々ばかりだ。あの力なき人々には、君たちだけが頼りなんだ。どうか、人類を助けてあげてほしい。君たちだって、れっきとした人類だから。
I took another look around the room. No one spoke, but everyone looked back at me with different expressions. Fear, pain, sadness, loathing, confusion, rage, despair. But that wasn't all. There was also hope, affection, and determination. Kill the Futurans, or let the humans die. None of us wanted to be responsible for death on such a widespread scale. All the same, it had to be done. One side had to be sacrificed so the other could live. All I can do is press forward and trust in my decision. Continue to fight for humanity, keep fighting, or abandon humanity. I'm gonna choose the third choice, which is ending the video right now. But just out of curiosity, abandoning humanity will apparently make us diverge from Route Zero, which is probably what we're gonna do in the next video. So, I'm gonna say goodbye to y'all. See you in the next one. Goodbye, goodbye.